Welcome to Living Right Academy today. I will be talking about the topic four main areas of growth for adult children. In a previous lesson, we have spoken about the part one. In part one, we mentioned two areas that is needed for our adult to grow. We mentioned the personal development that is necessary, and we mentioned the spiritual growth that is necessary for adults. So, in today's presentation, I'm going to add number three, the third, and the fourth. The third area where adult needs to go is in the area of relationship. How is the adult child in your home? How is he or she using his or her words? How are they getting along with people? What helps them to want to work with them? And I'm going to encourage you to tell your adult children to use polite words, words like excuse me, words like please, words like thank you, sir, ma'am. These are words that are very great for them to get along with people and to people to want to work with your adult children. They should be free to ask for guidance from adults. Let me say instructors, coaches that are working with them. Let them know that it is okay to let me say ask for help. We are living in a world that everybody tend to see asking help as something that is bad, but you have to encourage your child to seek for guidance, to ask for help, and to remember to show gratitude when they have received the help, when they have received effort, and when people even maybe gave them advice. This is very, very necessary because it will give them more opportunity to receive more help from their instructors, their coaches, or anyone that will come on their path. You see, the second one we are going to be talking today, let me say the fourth um growth area we are going to be emphasizing today is in the area of purpose and career growth. I love this one a lot because your child is already out of high school now, maybe the child is even on campus. It is important that you begin to talk to that adult child about how to make money. This is very, very important. Does your child has an idea of a small business that he has been longing to do? Does he have idea of something he can do? Maybe the child is able to be, do photography. Maybe the child is able to weave. Maybe the child is able to start any small business that can be helpful, maybe tutoring. He can tutor other students from other that are at lower level to him. Maybe he can tutor high school students. Maybe he is very good at math. Maybe he is very good in English. Anything they are very good at. Or some of them can even work under their instructors on campus or on their coaches on campus. This is a good way for them to, earn their side money. I'm going to share one example with you today. When I was, in on campus at a point in my lifetime, I noticed a friend. This friend will come home late every night, and he will always. I was living in a dorm of about 26 students. We are this much in this particular dorm. And I saw a particular friend. She come all at night every day, like between 10 p.m., 11 p.m. One day I approached this lady. I said, can you tell me why you are always coming home late? And this lady told me, oh, when I am done with my whatever I was doing during the day, I used to go to a place where I was learning how to sew. Honestly speaking, every night this lady came home, she's always going to come home with a plastic bag. And inside the plastic bag, she opened the plastic bag. She showed me the papers that she was using to learn how to cut, how to learn to sew. At this point in my life, I remembered I was just 23 years of age. Guess what I did? After a few months after I spoken to this lady, I was inspired to go and learn to sew too. Therefore, I decided I enrolled myself in learning sewing. Let me tell you today, people of God, my own wedding gown, all the kids that were on my wedding, let me say about 80% of the kids that participated in my wedding train, those little kids that are my bridal train, I was responsible. I was the one that make all of the dresses. This was how I was making money, even though I was on campus. I was making money. My parents were very responsible. Please get me right. But I have my own money that I was able to use to help myself to get some of the things that I needed. And I saw that my family, they love it so much. So encourage your adult child. Maybe they have idea of what they can do. Maybe the adult child want to do STEM projects. Maybe they are trying to build apps. Maybe they have eco-friendly products. Maybe there are scientific model that they have been thinking or dreaming about. They want to do with their friends. This is a time that child is supposed to can be working on those projects. It also keep them busy, that they are not using their time on what is not needed for them, and they are being productive. Maybe your child is interested in climate change, maybe in public health, in something that has to do with technology in education. These are the different fields. There is tons of things that your child has always been thinking about. Before I round up of today, don't forget that there could be creative writing. Maybe the child, your adult children, they are interested in poetry, in art exhibition, and maybe they even like skill challenge like coding. They liked photography, they like cooking, things like that. This is a time, maybe there is a special recipe that the child is trying to work on to be able to start his or her own restaurant later. He can begin to work on those things now. The part you are trying to create for the child is that the child is being productive and they have multiple streams of income as they are planning to be independent from you. Remember, we said that an adult child needs encouragement, they need accountability, and purpose alignment. You, as the parent, these are the things you want to be following up on your adult children. Whether you call them on the phone, whether they come to visit you, or you go and visit them, or maybe they are even in your home. You want to begin to check on that adult child if they are taking the right step towards fulfilling purpose. This is all that I have in this presentation. Thank you for listening to this part 2, and I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in another presentation. Bye-bye.